15 things you should silently remove from your life. Stoicism. Have you noticed that the people who change the most say the least about it? They don't post announcements. They don't warn anyone. One day, quietly, they simply stop. The Stoics understood something we've forgotten: real transformation doesn't need an audience. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the world, wrote in his private journal that we should waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be, and simply be one. No speeches. No drama. Just removal. Today, you're going to learn 15 things to cut from your life. Silently. Starting now. Number 1. Complaining. Every complaint is a small confession that you believe the world owes you something. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself constantly that a fig tree produces figs, and difficult people produce difficulty. Expecting otherwise is your error, not theirs. When you complain, you rehearse your own helplessness and train your mind to see obstacles instead of options. So catch yourself mid-sentence. Close your mouth. Ask instead, what can I actually do about this? If the answer is something, do it. If the answer is nothing, complaining was never going to help anyway. Number 2. Gossip. Epictetus advised his students to stay silent for the most part, and when they did speak, to avoid talking about other people, whether in blame or in praise or in comparison. Why? Because gossip is borrowed drama. It fills your mind with lives you cannot control while your own life sits unattended. Every minute spent dissecting someone else's choices is a minute stolen from your own progress. When the conversation turns to someone who isn't in the room, change the subject or walk away. Quietly. No lecture required. Number 3. Toxic comparison. You scroll past someone's vacation, someone's promotion, someone's body, and something inside you tightens. The Stoics would call this voluntary suffering. Seneca observed that we are never made wretched by what others have, but by what we tell ourselves it means about us. Comparison is a game with no finish line, because there will always be someone ahead of you in something. Your only honest competitor is the person you were yesterday. Measure yourself against your own former self, and suddenly progress becomes visible again. Number 4. Doom scrolling. Seneca warned that the mind which crowds itself with everything ends up truly absorbing nothing, like a traveler who has many hosts but no real friendships. Your feed is that crowd. Hours of outrage, tragedy, and noise about events you cannot influence in places you will never visit. Epictetus built his entire philosophy on one question: is this within my control? The algorithm is designed to make you forget that question exists. So put the phone in another room. Reclaim your evenings. The world's chaos will survive without your attention. Number 5. People-pleasing. Epictetus put it bluntly: if you want to improve, be content to appear foolish or clueless to others. You cannot keep your attention on your own character while constantly performing for someone else's approval. People-pleasing feels like kindness, but it's actually fear wearing a mask. Every time you say yes to avoid disappointing someone, you say no to something in yourself. Start declining things you resent. You don't need to explain, justify, or apologize at length. A calm no, delivered without drama, is a complete sentence. Number 6. Grudges. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the best revenge is to be unlike the person who wronged you. Think about what a grudge actually is. Someone hurt you once, and now you replay that injury daily, doing their work for them, for free, for years. Seneca called anger a brief madness, and a grudge is that madness put on a subscription plan. Letting go is not approval of what they did. It's a refusal to keep paying for it. Release the debt in your own mind. They never have to know. Number 7. Excess possessions. Seneca was one of the wealthiest men in Rome, yet he practiced days of deliberate poverty, eating plain food and wearing rough clothes, just to ask himself, is this what I feared? He knew that everything you own quietly owns a piece of you back. It demands storage, maintenance, insurance, attention. This month, remove what you haven't touched in a year. Donate it, sell it, discard it. No announcement, no minimalism lecture for your friends. Just fewer anchors, and the strange lightness that follows. Number 8. The snooze button and the small surrenders. Marcus Aurelius argued with himself at dawn, writing that he was rising to do the work of a human being, so why lie under warm blankets like he was made for comfort? Notice that even an emperor had to fight this battle. Every morning offers you a first victory or a first defeat, and the pattern tends to repeat all day. This isn't really about sleep. It's about who commands whom. Win the first small war of the day, and the later ones get easier. Number 9. Explaining your goals to everyone. Epictetus told his students not to talk about their philosophy but to embody it, the way sheep don't cough up grass to show the shepherd how much they've eaten. They digest it, and it becomes wool. When you announce a goal, you collect applause you haven't earned yet, and that borrowed satisfaction drains the hunger you need to actually finish. So stop narrating your future. Remove the announcements. Let your results make the noise. People should discover what you've done, not what you're planning. Number 10. Worrying about things outside your control. This is the beating heart of Stoicism. Epictetus opened his handbook with it. Some things are up to us, our judgments, our efforts, our responses, and some things are not, our reputation, the economy, other people's opinions, the past. He taught that suffering comes from confusing the two. Tonight, take whatever is keeping you awake and sort it into 2 piles. Act on the first pile. Release the second completely. This single habit, practiced silently and daily, will change your life more than any other. Number 11. Toxic people. Epictetus warned that the company you keep shapes you, whether you notice it or not. Spend time with someone covered in soot, and some of it rubs off on you. You don't need a dramatic confrontation or a farewell speech. Simply become less available. Let calls go unanswered a little longer. Fill your calendar with better things. The Stoics didn't hate difficult people. Marcus Aurelius insisted we tolerate them with patience. But tolerating someone from a distance is still tolerance. Choose your influences like your life depends on it. Number 12. The hunger for validation. Marcus Aurelius marveled at how much we all love ourselves, yet somehow value the opinions of strangers above our own judgment. Read that again. You know your effort, your intentions, your progress, and yet one dismissive comment from someone who barely knows you can wreck your whole day. Remove the scoreboard. Stop checking how many people liked, noticed, or approved. Do the work because it's right, and let the doing be the reward. The freest person in any room is the one who needs nothing from it. Number 13. Dwelling on the past. Seneca observed that we suffer more often in imagination than in reality, and the past is imagination's favorite theater. You replay the mistake, the betrayal, the missed chance, as if one more viewing might change the ending. It won't. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that each of us lives only in the present moment, this brief, slender now, and everything else is either gone or not yet ours. Learn the lesson, keep it, and burn the rest. The past has no power except the attention you keep lending it. Number 14. Busyness without direction. Seneca wrote that it is not that we have a short life, but that we waste most of it. He described people who are frantically busy their entire lives yet never actually live, mistaking motion for meaning. Look at your own week. How much of it is genuine progress, and how much is just noise that makes you feel productive? Remove the meetings that decide nothing, the tasks that serve no one, the obligations you took on out of guilt. A full calendar is not a full life. Number 15. The victim story. This is the deepest cut of all. Epictetus was born a slave and left lame, yet he taught that people are disturbed not by events themselves, but by the judgments they attach to them. He refused to let his circumstances write his story. What's the narrative you keep repeating about why your life is stuck? The bad childhood, the unfair break, the wrong economy. Those things may be true. But the story that they define you is a choice. Remove it, and responsibility rushes in, and with it, power. So here is your challenge. Don't share this list. Don't announce a transformation. Don't tell a single person what you're removing. Just pick one item, today, and quietly cut it. Then another next week. The Stoics believed philosophy was proven in action, not conversation, and Marcus Aurelius never intended his journal to be read by anyone but himself. That's the model. In 6 months, people will notice something different about you. Calmer. Lighter. Harder to shake. And when they ask what changed, you'll simply smile. Because the strongest changes are the ones that never needed an audience. Now go, and remove silently.